Hey everybody, what's up? I normally do these little videos a lot earlier than I normally been, but it's been a very busy year. So I want to talk about Aftershock 2021 and the way the days are going to go. It's about a week away. Jesus Christ, it's coming upon us. I'm very looking forward to seeing all 4 days. Uh, Jesus Christ, this is going to be intense for everything that's kind of going on for the year. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody out there and seeing what the schedule has for us this year. It's going to be interesting because I don't know where the stages are. I've been waiting for a map for so long to figure out what stage is what because I'm assuming that there are, some of the stages are the bigger stages and some of the stages of course are the smallers. So you have three stages this year, right? You have the Colas stage, the Jack Daniels stage, and the Coors Light stage. Now, I'm assuming that the Coors Light stage is going to be the tiny stage. Where it's going to be, don't know. It's probably going to be back in that corner again as you go through what is now, I believe, the main entrance, which I actually like going through that way better than going through the other side. So if you're definitely doing like a ride share, that's the side that you're going to come on. It's cool because you kind of get open to the whole park and you go underneath the freeway, and it's just interesting. What we're looking at is 4 days of music, and the first day starting at about 4:25, which is not too bad. Now it sucks. I actually was looking forward to seeing Limp Bizkit this year. It's one of those things where I don't really care what everybody says. Everybody talks shit about them, but they put on one of the best performances. You can go back into the videos and see the other performances that are out there that I recorded when I saw them last time. And it's probably, I think it might be in one of the vlogs. It's not necessarily, I think, like a full-fledged video or something. I didn't really do as much as I should have back then or felt like I could. But this year, it's going to be, hopefully it won't be as epic as last year and having a giant fucking vlog. But we'll see what happens. It's 4 days, of music and fun. And the fact that, people are actually getting outside and going to live music once again, it's fucking fantastic. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to seeing everything. And again, like I said, seeing everybody else that's out there. And hopefully you guys aren't as crazy as you have been. I know it's weird. I got a comment on the vlog from last year and like, oh, crowd sucked. Like, come on, really? Like, crowds are a lot better. Crowds are different. Honestly, if you go back and look at the last videos I did from Coheed and Cambria and the used, yeah, I get it. It's not like super crazy or whatever, for bands. It's not like hardcore metal, whatever. But even those, like, that was Southern California and it didn't seem as crazy as I thought it might actually be. So what am I looking forward to seeing this weekend? So on Thursday, it's kind of an interesting day. If they're using the main stage and they're using that little side stage, if the Jack Daniel stage, which I actually kind of am assuming is the big stage, it's going to be like easy to kind of navigate between these two, right? They're doing the thing again where it's like 5 minutes between each, and it takes you a little bit longer than 5 minutes to get over there. And if you want to get a good spot, if you're one of those people like me that likes to be up close and actually enjoy the music and enjoy the people that are around you, it's very hard. You have to start cutting sets short and figuring out where you're going to go. And I just don't know why there isn't a little bit bigger of a break in between like the different areas that are, going on there. The biggest thing is that, we had Faith No More, but everything went with Faith No More. And so now we've got a big headliner that I'm very excited to see again, and that's Cypress Hill. If you have not seen Cypress Hill before, you need to do yourself a favor and go see them. It is a hell of an entertaining show. It's not necessarily like this big production or anything like that. Honestly, it was something that when I saw it for the first time, I was like, hey, how can they hotbox the concrete? Which they did, because this was out at like a BFD, and it was at the side stage in the parking lot, and I've never seen a giant plume of white smoke like I saw during that set. It was quite odd, but the set was so much fun, and you realize how many songs you actually know when you start listening to certain bands than you thought you actually did. and it's a good time. Kind of like when I saw Tech Nine play at Aftershock, I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested. And then it was like banger after banger after banger, and I was like, man, this is a really good set. There should be a ton more people here, and he shouldn't be on the side stage. He should be on one of the bigger stages. So I'm glad that they're going to be there. Now, if the Jack Daniel stage is the far fucking stage, this is gonna suck. Like seeing a lot of these people on this set. I don't know a lot of the other groups that are playing there, except for starting at about 525. I don't know Oxymorons, don't know Fit for a King, and I don't know Knock Loose. So there may be a chance that I'm going to bounce around depending on what's going on here, but you shouldn't miss Death Angel. Death Angel, I mean, this is like old school thrash day, and really it should be a lot of fun. I know people are like, oh, they're kind of older bands, but I think all of the bands from 5:30 on, except for Knock Loose, like I said, I just don't know who they are, but it's going to be a good time. Death Angel is a really good time, and I missed them before because they had to open the show. They changed their set the last time that they were Aftershock, and so now I'll actually be able to see them live, and it should be a lot of fun and should be a good set. Exodus, it's not necessarily my bag. I think it's still Steve Zetzo or Zitsu or Zootsuit Riot or however you say his last name. He's a really nice guy, but I've just never been the biggest Exodus fan. So I might try to make my way over and go see Anthrax. You need to see Anthrax. Whether you like them or not, they put on a hell of a show, and it's at least entertaining. I mean, if you don't like them, you could, do something else. But then I don't know if I can stay for the whole set. It might be kind of a back off because Testament should not be missed, like, period. Testament is one of those cool old school thrash bands. Chuck Billy is such an amazing singer. And I just love, he's not necessarily that stage presence that you want, but they're just so much fun that I have to go see them again. And Into the Pit is going to be one of my favorite songs if they play it, which I'm sure they will. It's definitely one of my favorite songs of theirs. And then hype on over to Cypress Hill and enjoy it because it's going to be a little more laid back. It's still going to be a lot of fun. When you hear that guitar riff from Rock Superstar, you're going to get into it and people are going to probably mosh and thrash. I don't know how many people are actually going to the first day. I mean, we're going to see how the crowds are. Everything is supposedly sold out, so people are going to go to this. Or is this just like for the people that only bought the 3-day passes and they're going to be there? One thing that's weird this year is the whole wristband thing, which I still need to fucking register. I keep forgetting to do that fucking thing. And it's not going to come off if you, once you put it on, which honestly really sucks because if you couldn't go to one day, you don't have the ability to transfer your ticket to anybody. And I don't know. I feel like what they're going to do is they're going to ask for ID for the first day. You're going to scan it. Oh, it's you. And then you're just going to go in and that's going to be it. So if there's maybe a way that you could get it off, I don't know. Maybe every day they're going to ask for ID and you're just going to be screwed. You're going to be left with one day that you paid for that you're not going to get. You get a free first day show. So why wouldn't you just enjoy all of the music? So we'll have to see what happens with the rest of the show. For everything else, let's go on to day 2. And day 2 is kind of the interesting one for Friday. And this is where I think that the Kolas stage, or Kulas, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I think that's the main stage. Because Metallica is playing on that. Now, it could be the far stage, right? Because maybe you can fit more people. They don't have to be as close there. But that stage is still small. And I don't think Metallica is going to play on that type of a stage. Now, they may do something for Metallica. I do not know if they're going to be in the back or they're going to make a ramp down the center specifically for them because I know those guys like to move. Those guys also tend to play on more of a stage in the center. So it's very interesting to see what they're going to do. For this day, there's a couple of good early bands. Crowbot, I have heard of them before. I realized it after talking on a podcast that I do. But I don't know if we'll show up that day by that time. We kind of move around. Black Map is really good, so it'd be fun to go over there. But they kind of blend into Pop Evil's set, really blend into their set. And so it might be fun to go over and see Pop Evil instead. We have to make the decision between the two, and I'm just going to go with majority rules. I'd like to see Black Map, but Pop Evil's fun too. Avatar is really fun. So if you don't go to either of those sets and you want to wait for Avatar, wait for Avatar. Butcher Babies and Skillet are really close together. It's dependent upon what I want to see. Like, the thing is, from Skillet, there's like one song which everybody freaking knows, it's Monster, and if that's their closing song, it's harder for me to get away from that stage than it is. But I don't mind walking, to not see Dropkick Murphys. Saw them last time in 2019 at Aftershock, which they're very fun. It's a very entertaining show, but Butcher Babies might be where we end up instead, because there's a couple of people that we're going with, never seen them live before. One of the people we're going with is a huge fan of them, so we might go over there. But again, it's a little bit, of a walk. If not, and I don't want to go with them, then I might end up going seeing Dropkick Murphys. I don't know. Suicidal Tendencies closing at the Coors Light stage at the same type of Seether really freaking sucks. I don't know which way we're going to go. I like Seether a lot. I know it's one of those things. They put on a really good show, but Suicidal Tendencies I've tended to miss the last couple of years, and I know friends that are there really enjoy them. So I might go that way. It sucks that they, Suicidal Tendencies starts 10 minutes later and then ends at the same time as Seether. And then the reason that I kind of maybe want to stay for Suicidal Tendencies, because I want to see Rancid. If you have not seen Rancid, you need to see Rancid. I don't care. It doesn't matter what your thoughts about them. You need to go see Rancid. I remember seeing them and Rise Against at the Oakland Arena, and it was just the best show ever. Like, honestly, it's one of my favorite shows that I've ever been to. Rancid, it's nothing but hit after hit after hit, bangers all day long, and it's worth it staying over there. Now, here's the hard part. Do you leave Rancid early? Because they've got so many songs that who knows what their last song is going to be. It's not going to be Ruby Soho if you're waiting for fucking Ruby Soho. But Volbeat is also a great band to see. So if you're interested in doing that, you got to leave early. So it might be like a stand towards the back type of thing with Rancid, even though I'd like to be close because I, again, really enjoy them. Nothing like skanking in the middle of a pit. It's fucking fun. But Volbeat is also a great act to go see, but you're going to have to leave that early. If you're really worried about Metallica, you've got one. If you're going all 4 days or even just 3 days, you got to figure out what day is the better day for you to go and be closer for Metallica, right? Is it going to be Friday or is it going to be Sunday? If it's going to be Sunday, then go over and see Volbeat and just join the mob as they go over to the other side and see Metallica start. If not, I totally advise, because last time they did it, they put the other bands on the video screens. Go and just hang out and watch Volbeat from the video screen. It's just the better way to go. And then go over and, get ready for Metallica to kick your fucking face in. It has been a long time since I've seen Metallica. And honestly, I was really hoping that we'd get, somebody big this year to actually, because I was kind of like, maybe I'll go to Aftershock. Maybe I won't. I probably still would have gone because I really love this festival. But Metallica was the sealer, like, in this whole deal, right? And that's the reason I'm there. And they're playing a long ass fucking set. It's 2 hours on Friday. 2 hours set. And it's a different set from Sunday. I know I sound like a fucking shill when talking about this stuff, but honestly, this is one of the coolest experiences you're going to get. And you know why? Because they're playing at the fucking Chase Center. And in that show, you're paying $200 and something for fucking nosebleeds. And here, you paid, about that, or maybe a little bit more, probably quite a bit more, for 4 days of music, all different types of bands, and Metallica to play a giant fucking set on a Friday and to play another giant set on a Sunday. Why would you not try to get close? You're getting your money's worth, even if you're only going for Metallica. I feel that, there's going to be a different energy because there's going to be so many more people there. And I know that's kind of a thing for some people, but, I know that they're going to try to create a safe enough environment so that everybody can enjoy all of these festivals. I've had the same type of thing go on, and there hasn't been anything major going on. And it's a worry. It's always going to be a worry. But to have this back, to have this type of energy back, to see these bands live again, it's just going to be so much fun. And it's totally going to be worth it. So, like I said, it'd be hard pressed, but I'd skip, Volbeat, see them from the side, go see Metallica. We're probably going to see half of Volbeat set because I would like to see them again. It's been a very long time since I've seen them. That's what I'd like to do. And then meet up with people, skip out halfway through and then watch everything from the side, get my little vlog footage of them actually playing, and then go forward with things. Saturday is an interesting day because, for some of us, it's not, I honestly am upset that My Chemical Romance isn't playing. I know that's not the same thing that everybody's going to feel. Everybody was a little weirded out or upset by this thing. I really want to see them. It's weird because like seeing the Used a little while ago, I didn't know if I wanted to see them because I want to see Coheed, and I'm like, I'm just going to go and let's do it. And I had a ton of fun. I think we would have all had a ton of fun during MCR set. And they have some really great songs too that would have been great. And I think the theatrics of their performance would have been great. This day, it's very odd. And the fact that they're kind of switching things around. So the Jack Daniels stage, this is where I get confused. Is the Jack Daniels stage that one that's far away? If it is, the Misfits are closing that fucking stage? That's weird. That's weird as hell. But you know what? It's great because I really want to see Mudvayne. And that's perfect. There's a lot of people in this set that I actually want to see. We've heard a lot. I think the band actually might be on Sunday after looking at everything here. I don't know a lot of the early stuff, and it's fine for me because, this gives me a chance to kind of relax and rest up. It doesn't start till 1, which is weird too, because I think normally it starts at about like 11. So, it's a little later in the day that everything's going on. So there's a lot of people I don't know. If we show up early, August Burns Red is always fun, so I'd be willing to go over there. Bad Flower would be fun. Atreyu, I'm excited to see them again. I really like those guys. And it's interesting because I think the first time I ever heard them, I did not like it. And then the big album came out, which I cannot for the life of me remember off the top of my head. But that was like what cemented me as, I really like these guys. And seeing them play live is actually a treat with more stuff under their belt. Anti-Flag would be very fun to go see too, but those two kind of blend into each other. So I don't know if I want to jump. And if the Call Us stage or Call Us, or whatever the fuck it's called, if that's the main stage, then it's not bad going over and finishing up Anti-Flag set. I could give a shit about MGK. Fuck that guy. Fuck everything he stands for. I hope he changed genres soon and goes do something else. Maybe he'll do Backwaters Polka or some shit. But, I don't really feel like seeing that guy because it's just fucking disrespectful. I mean, you play a same festival with a band. Doesn't matter what you feel about them. Like, just, play your set. Be done. Play your hit. Get the fuck off the stage. Deal with it. Here, it's either do you go with a classic or do you go with something technical and badass? This is the big decision. Body Count is fun. They are a classic band, right? But I don't know if it's enough for me to go like I'm going over there. Gojira, I missed the set last time because I was waiting for the other stage. This time, not going to miss them. I'm going to be over there, hell or high water. Doesn't matter what's going on. Then The Offspring. So I don't know if I want to leave there, go over The Offspring, watch them for a bit, but I want to be close for Mudvayne. I know that from some of the videos and stuff that I've seen, a band that hasn't played together in I don't know how many years, in the beginning, they're not doing as well as they could, but I still want to see them, right? I want to see that set, and it's an hour-long set. There's so many songs I like from those guys, and I've seen both, Hell Yeah and Mudvayne, and I'm looking forward to seeing Mudvayne once again. And then the Misfits. That's a weird band. It's the original lineup, so it might be worth for me to stay around for a couple of songs and just see how things go. Again, classic band, back together, full original lineup, Danzig, seeing him on stage, that's a thing that I've wanted to see for a while, so it might not be a total thing for me. I think that most of the people are going to leave after Mudvayne, so, you should be able to get up there. If you leave somewhere during the middle of the Misfits set, it'll be easier to get back and catch an Uber or go to your park and ride or whatever you're doing. It's weird that they've done a bunch of development over the last year, so that's why there's no parking. I really wish that there was something else close by that they could do it. The park and ride is a little weird with everything. And then, of course, Sunday. So now this is where I think we're going to try to be there a little earlier because From Ashes to New, that's a band that has been recommended to us. and I would like to see them and see how everything is. I don't know Law, the Bluestones, or Widow 7. Probably start checking things out this week to figure out if I want to actually be here at the beginning of the day, since it does start a little bit earlier. Steel Panther, new bassist and or touring bassist right now, I guess is probably what you got to say. These guys are fun. If you enjoy like I compared them. I would say they're like the glam version of a Psycho Stick, right? Like it's still kind of serious, but all the songs are really funny, and the guys are hell of musicians, right? They play. It's a total caricature of what that life was like during the '80s glam era. They're fun. See them. Black Veil Brides. I could go either way. Don't really care. People boo them. People don't. Some people really love them. Whatever. In this moment, play Blood and get the fuck off the stage. Like, this is literally a fucking pop metal show, and I know people are gonna get mad about it, but all she does is costume changes. Like, every 5 seconds, it's a costume change after every fucking song, and it's like, okay, I get it. You're hot, but the music's okay. Like, Blood's a good song. It is. But I think she lip syncs almost everything on stage because she's doing too much. Like, I don't think that she sings live. I really don't. And, people can fight me on it. I don't care. Grandson, I've heard a lot about, so I might be actually heading over there to see Grandson play. Pennywise is a classic, and it's like the skater anthem band next to Goldfinger. I really wish we had Goldfinger instead of Pennywise, to be honest with you. That would have been a lot of fun. But I like to see Grandson. Now, the next one, I don't know. I like Yellow Wolf. I just don't know if I'm going to go over there because I want to see Social D. Like, I want to see a little bit of Social D, and if the call-out stage is the main stage, then going from Grandson seeing some Social D, can't talk, would be a lot of fun. And then Rise Against, again, is another band I don't think you can miss, but I might be missing Rise Against that day. Just because I think maybe Sunday might be the day that I'd like to be up close from Metallica with the way that everything's kind of going in the schedule. And again, it's another 2-hour fucking set, but I'm still going to be there for the entire fucking set. Like, it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, there's a couple of other things that are kind of weird that we don't have a whole lot of information on that I wish we had more. The whole thing with the park and ride is weird. Like I said, it's just that you have all these businesses that they've done different developments in. And so I won't see a house on fire this year walking back to a hotel. And even hotels, man, I'm fucking Airbnb people, man. Like, it's fucking trash. This is my little rant for this video. Like, how do you allow me to book your place months in advance, and then a month, less than a month before everything's going to go down, you decide, oh, I'm going to cancel your fucking reservation, and then I'm going to rebook it for a much higher rate because, oh my God, I see everybody's going on this thing. You let me take this place. It should be locked in for that fucking time. I should only have to pay that. So what do I have to do? Find a fucking hotel in the area with 2 to 3 weeks left to go and pay really ridiculous rates because I had an Airbnb fucking locked in. Like, I just don't, like, I want to do Airbnb because I can get a place with friends and we're not rowdy people. Or maybe the idea was that, hey, these people, they're going to this concert. That's what they must be doing. They're going to tear my fucking house down. We're not going to do that. There are assholes. Of course, there's always assholes. And I hope that one of those assholes picked up your fucking place. So, I don't know. We had to pay a lot for a hotel, and it sucks. And we're going to have to be cramped in a small room, with all of us, rather than, hey, this place sleeps 8. One of us could have been on the couch. 2 of us could have been, in each their own rooms. The place was like a 4-bedroom house or something like that. And we would have been fine. And we would have paid you and probably left you a nice little tip at the same time. But now, tell them fuck off. So, the other things is, there is going to be plenty of food. It looks like they've got a lot of food trucks again. The food trucks are always great at the event. You can bring in your own water. That as long as it doesn't have the caps on it, I think that's the way it goes. There's plenty of places to fill up your water bottle too. If you want to bring a plastic water bottle with you, might be a very good idea this year to do that. But there's plenty of places. The lines haven't really been that long. They've been super efficient. So if you're worried about lines, it's not that bad, especially if this is the first time that you're ever going to one of these events. Especially this one, it's been good. But I don't know what this year is going to be like because they're still looking for volunteers to help up clean everything. And that was like last week. I think they were still acting. And Buddy drove by it today, and he said they haven't even had any of the stages built, which I would assume that they're going to start probably Monday and getting everything built. But we'll have to see what goes on with everything there. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope that everybody's prepared for what it is. And the number one rule while you're there: if somebody falls down, pick them the fuck up. That's it. Have fun, enjoy yourselves, be safe. If you see me out there, I'll tell you one day I'm going to be wearing my Metallic Cat shirt. So that's how you're going to know it's me if I'm, decide on masking up for the whole thing. But if you see me somewhere, say hi, come be a part of the vlog for this year. And maybe one lucky one of you, we'll go have some blackened whiskey together, if you find me. And I don't know, should I give you a fucking keyword? Something to say if you actually have watched this and you want to come and get yourself a free shot with me. And it's going to be first come, first serve. But just say Terrible Terror. Say that. And then come get a shot. And we'll go make our way over there and do that, as long as it's not during one of our great sets, because it's going to be time that you're going to need to go get something to eat. You're not just going to listen to music all day. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did, I look forward to seeing all of you. I look forward to making the vlog this year and hopefully seeing some amazing performances and some very surprising things. And see you out there at Aftershock this year. Take care of yourselves.